Okay, throw Promise Neverland Season 2 in the incinerator, skipping multiple arcs, including the best arc, writing off two of the best characters. Just what the F? So disappointed, for real. The only thing interesting is the person going after them now. Meh. Imagine Naruto without Jiraiya and skipping the tuning exams. I'm aware that the mangaka is working on it, but it changes nothing for me. This feels soulless now. Stanky facts. That is how some people are responding to The Promised Neverland Season 2. Because, and I won't name any names here, but because people who read the manga, I feel like always feel entitled to how the story should go in the anime. Personally, I was kind of not looking forward to this season because I felt like I knew where it was going to go. I felt like, okay, they're gonna go through a couple of arcs. It's going to be like 24 episodes and we're not going to really get anywhere. And lo and behold, that's not true because they decided to skip a couple arcs, get rid of some characters, and jump right into kind of the nitty gritty, which I will say the only thing that I'm a little bit bummed about is they got rid of the mystery box. Throughout this tenure of the show, you want to know, will they actually get to Mr. Minerva? Will he be there? What does he look like? What does he do? How does he help them? How do they set this stuff up? There's this whole lore around who he is and how he came to be and all the kids' hope and all that gets built up like heavily. And if you are planning on watching the anime, you may want to skip this, but over on Crunchyroll, on Funimation, they have the first 4 episodes up, and they really just get to it right away. And I'll just tell you, you find out Mr. Minerva is a MacGuffin. He isn't even there, and as far as we know, because this story has decided to take its own path. Like I said, they're skipping characters, they're skipping arcs, and they're jumping into like a different nitty gritty of where the story is going to go. And as soon as I read the manga, I'm excited about that because now I'm not going to be tracing through the things I already saw. And I don't get to just see it be pretty and in movement. I get to actually go through my own journey with the show. That's why I think I appreciate things like Fullmetal Alchemist, who's able to do both its manga, accurate form and its brotherhood form, and be able just to see the differences of a writer's ideas and their creativity come to light on the screen. And the great thing about this, too, is that the mangaka is actually helping create this and craft this new story. So it gives me a reason to want to watch the show. So yes, while I am bummed they got rid of some characters that I really enjoyed, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's a terrible show and they ruined it forever when I have only seen 4 episodes, which are actually being done pretty well. I will say, though, that it is slower paced. But I also expected that for this season. This season was going to be slower paced. It just is. The way it's written, it has to be. There's no longer the every week, oh my God, what are they going to do? Oh my God. There's not that anymore. Because I'll say that's one thing that kept me watching the show the first season was every single episode ended on a cliffhanger. And they're not doing that here. They're picking up from where the story left off, but they're not leaving us in a big, shocking, suspenseful moment. Maybe episode 4 does. But I think that them building up on the characters and building on the relationships is actually a really smart way to do this because they had to get rid of a lot of meat in order to get us to where we are. Because if you know anything about the story, and if you're watching this, I hope you do, there is spoiler, there is a time skip that goes on, and you get to see the characters become older. And I'm thinking from even the opening, the OP, we're seeing Emma looking older. So I'm thinking we're going to see the older version of her and we're going to jump into a different take on this story and they're not going to drag it out. Because I just know that when I started watching this show, I'm like, okay, if they're just going to do the normal thing, I'm going to get bored pretty quick. I just am. I know how it goes. I know what's going to happen. And now I have a new sense of suspense for me. I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm kind of excited about that. I do not think that anime or any media for what have you needs to follow the source material to a T to be good and to be quality. We have other shows in the past that have maintained quality without just following the story that was written for them in the source material. And I like that we're getting a divergent path because now we can appreciate both pieces of media for themselves. We don't need them to be a carbon copy of one another. I love Death Note, everybody. I love it. Death Note is great. But when I read the manga, I'm bored. I already know this story. They don't change very much, if anything. It's exciting to see what adaptations can actually do when they get a chance to actually adapt. You know, I will say that the new villain that's just going after them is a little bit exciting because I don't know anything about this person. I have no clue. I've only read up to a certain point in the manga because I was kind of like, you know what? Let me just slow down. Let me slow it down for a second. But I just want to go out there and say that I don't think that it needs to follow it one-on-one. And if you do, let me know down below. Let's have a conversation about this. Do you think that this season of The Promised Neverland, Season 2, is going to be worse because it's not following the books? Does it need to? Did you dislike Brotherhood? I mean, come on, guys. Like, I feel like when this person said that they, like, imagine Naruto without Jiraiya skipping the Chunin exams. Here's the thing. You have no idea what you're missing if you're not reading the manga. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people don't read the manga. They just don't. This is all they get. For people that don't do that, this is great. They're like, oh wow, the story's engaging, it's fun, it's going in a different direction. Awesome, you know? But then when you read the manga, you get spoiled and you get entitled and you're like, yeah, I need this story. This is the best story that could ever be told. They can't tell a story better than this ever. That's the attitude you're taking. And maybe, just maybe, the anime might surprise you. They might do something that's more grand than you expect. We don't know. To judge a show on 4 episodes is just asinine. And like I'll say it again, it's entitlement. You think that you deserve something you don't even know anything about. Enjoy the story you read when you read the manga. Now enjoy this one. They can exist in separate universes. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm just here to debate. If you feel differently, if you feel the same, let me know down below. Drop in a comment, drop a like, support this channel. And if you really want to do something really big, really, really big, just please subscribe. We're on the road to the 3,000 subscribers. And as soon as we get there, we about to get paid, boy. I'm about to make 50 cents a video. It's going to be crazy. And I want you to be part of that journey. So please, subscribe to Anime Debate, both here on YouTube and on TikTok. I'll see you guys soon. And of course, the question remains, what do you want to see me debate next? Please name 2 anime you want me to compare. Name an anime topic you want me to discuss. We can do this because in anime, we trust.